everyone. Once again, hi everyone. Once again, let us do a little bit of analysis. As you know, we always start from market cap. Coinmarketcap. Yeah. So if you look at the fear and greed meter, shows today that we are greed, which means people are really participating in the market. And if we look at the all season, it's almost at 35%. So all season is just around the corner. Bitcoin season is going. So now let us go to the filter. As usual, $50 million, and then take 2% price change in the last 24 hours. That's what we want to see, and we also want to see price volume around that $50 million. So let us apply, which we've done now. So you can see all the coins that indeed we are gradually going into the wholesale. So what do we do next? First, we look out for any coin that has moved around 2% in the last 1 hour. I prefer using 1 hour, but you can also use it in 4 hours. So let us see 2%. Okay, so you can see all the coins have been arranged for us. So let us go with this. At 2% we have Pingu. In the last 24 hours we have Pingu, and Pingu is almost about $500 million volume in the last 24 hours. So and it also has a market cap of about 900, so which is a very good asset to actually try to analyze. So let us go into Tradingview. So we're analyzing Pengu, which is Poji Penguin, right? Okay, so let us analyze Pengu USDT. So we're analyzing this Pengu USDT. So go straight USDT and Pengu USDT, and let's look at the market in the last 4 hours. Let us look at the daily first and see what's happening here. On the daily, well, we can see, whoa. This is actually a relatively new coin, but you can see the price started at around 0.003, and it went all the way up to about 0.069861, and then went all the way to this back down up to close to where it started, 0.003907. Okay, so now let us analyze this based on what we can see. We're relatively in an uptrend. So as you know, what we do it is we want to start from the bottom. Okay, so we can see our bottom here, right? So that's the lowest swing there, and then we also have this point here. So liquidity around this point was taken here, and then market started retracing back upward. So now we look at this is where we have our change in the structure of the market. You can see there's 4 hours, and immediately you see that you discover that what market did was it went straight, took this liquidity, came back into the fair value gap, and continued upward. So and it continued doing that. You can see it happened here, right? It happened here. Okay, these are all places where the market will still retrace back into. So it came all the way here. So now this is where we are at 4 hours. And in this case, what we'll look at for our fair value gap. So the next thing will come into this, the drawing tool, pick a rectangular tool. So far so good. I see this is the most prominent fair value area. So we're expecting market to come into that. That is the price. We expect price to come into that before moving upward again. So what do we do? The next thing to do, you go into your 15 minutes. Okay, so under the 15 minutes, Don't forget, this is what you have. So we expect price to go in, hit this point, and then continue upward. So what do? Don't forget our fair value gap. When we're picking fair value gap on 4 hours, we pick the fair value gap that has not been touched. And if you want to look at this, normally you say, okay, you want it to go into premium, right? I mean, into discount before you begin your trade. But it's most likely only come into the discount. And if you're using the discount, that means the fair value gap at the lowest point. That's where you should be targeting, right? So, and as we can see, the fair value gap here, this is the lowest point. So I see price coming back all the way down here and then go back up. But then what do? We will want the price to come in here and return back, then continue. So what do? We go to 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and on 15 minutes, we go pick our positioning tool, long positioning tool, and then put it at this point here, and then draw this all the way down and take 1.5 RRR, 1.5 RRR. So okay, alright, this 1.5 RRR. So we expect the price to hit back into this and then go back up, right? Okay, so that's that. So we'll wait. We'll put your alarm. You can put your alarm at this point here so that okay, so I think I've used all the alarms here. So okay, so you just wait for the price to come back here. So I'll put it on my red list so that I can always look out for it and see what's going on here. So that's that. Basically, that's it. As simple as that. Thank you for watching.